Way back in the beginning, cyber science at Loyola was originally started because a student came to us who had an interest in computer science.
I first got to Blakefield back in 2006 in 6th grade. One of the first things I started to do really was just messing around on all the computers and finding the things that I probably shouldn't have been doing. Over time, I started just sending those things over to Steve, going to visit Steve saying like, hey Steve, guess what I found that I can do today?
In the early days, it was, hey, we're kind of this little misfit group and there's just a couple of guys hanging around some screens. Thought, sure, no problem. I have some extra time in my schedule, why not?
There was an announcement like, Chris, you need to go see Steve. Go over to Steve's office and I'm expecting to get yelled at, and Steve's like, hey, there's this competition coming up. He said, we need a team of, I think, 6 people. Why don't you look around, see if you can find other people who'd be interested?
So there was an original 6 that kind of started way back in the 2011-12 school year, and the rest, as they say, is history.
I got involved in the Cyber Science Initiative from its inception, and what I saw was really the future and how we could create something special, starting with Steve's leadership.
The way he teaches is so full of energy and so full of passion. You can really tell that he knows what he's talking about and that he loves cyber.
You are part of an awesome tradition, and we're super excited to have you. So we have our core offerings. We talk about operating systems. We talk about operating system security. We offer routing and switching for the guys that prefer networking. We really provide a basic set of content, but we provide an environment where students can explore other things that they like and find like-minded people.
It gives you a place to be undeniably yourself. It gives you a community of friends that maybe you'd never see before. It gives you a place where you can indulge in your interests and prepare for what you want to do later in your life.
At the end of the rainbow, there's a job opportunity. So education turned into internships, which turned into practical experience.
Students can say, okay, I know I have this body of knowledge and I have an organization that's interested in my skill set. They hire them in their junior and senior year. Some of the guys have stayed with that organization all the way through college and then stayed on board full time once they've graduated college. So it's been a really interesting formula.
I'm currently a senior at University of Maryland, Baltimore County. I just finished up my second internship at Facebook, and when I graduate, I'm moving up to New York, and that's what I'll be working at for hopefully the foreseeable future.
This program has changed my whole life. I really enjoy it. There's just so many people that you can meet in this space and talk to, and there's so many opportunities for your future.
You get to meet all different people from freshmen to seniors. Everyone a part of cyber is just looking out for each other.
Anyone can do it, and that's really the cool part about it. It's really for anyone that loves it.
I had tons of awesome experiences just in the leadership side of the house, which is very important for me going into the Air Force and being expected to be a leader. Just a lot of great leadership experience in the program.
We really kind of take that barrier to entry and lower it as much as we can. One of our offerings throughout the year is a program called LBC2. It's short for the Loyola Blakefield Cyber Challenge. It's a student-run, student-built, capture the flag competition that invites students from all over the state of Maryland. So from registration, content creation, technical assistance for the day, they run it all. And it's really, really, really rewarding to see peers educating peers.
It's really fun as a parent to watch not only your own individual child, even more so it's been fun for me to watch them share it with people in the community that maybe never thought that this could be a career path for them.
People carry in their pockets more power than we took to the moon. They've got access to tremendous amounts of information, and they have skills that quite honestly can be used for their own personal gain. So to make sure students understand where those lines are and why not to cross them is an important component of what we're doing.
It's building a legacy of ethical decision making, understanding how decisions are made and then making the best decision from it.
So I think this is the perfect recipe of the right set of values attached to what the world really needs today.
To have that group of trusted others whose values are similar to your own and to what you have tried to instill in your children is really important. They learned what honor and honesty mean, and it was really comforting as a parent to note that this is where they were when they weren't at home.
That's why I'm involved still, because he's done so much for these boys. You can never say thank you enough. And the only way to say thank you enough is to continue to be involved.
Parents have been an amazing force that have helped us move forward. Anything that we've needed, I put out a singular email and the parent community shows up in force. So we are extremely appreciative. We would not be where we are without our presenting sponsor, the Edward St. John Foundation. They were the first foundation that believed in us. Sharon Akers visited our lab.
To watch the collaboration, the innovation, the entrepreneurship of these kids, and the commitment that these students had and the enthusiasm about the program really hooked us.
When Steve and all the boys came in for that initial presentation, and they were so wonderful, they absolutely represented Loyola Blakefield in the best possible light. Men for Others is the motto. They personify it.
The Edward St. John Foundation proudly stepped up and became the first pillar of support for the program.
It's become not only the largest club on campus, it's becoming a part of how we educate our young men.
There is no experience required to walk in here. If you have an open mind and you're willing to think outside the box a little bit, we've got the space for you to do it.
I just want this club to go on for another 10 years, another 10 years, another 10 years. I want it to go on for as long as Loyola exists. This club is just, it's magical. It does so much for so many people. I want this club to be given to as many people as possible for all the future generations of Dons.